All right, what up, traders? Here we go. March 11th. So, you've been hearing everything about the Dow being down, all that stuff. There was still some opportunities today out there, even for buyers. Okay, as I'm strictly a buyer. So let's look. Let's see what happened. First and foremost, I had 5 that I was watching this morning. Here is BKYI. Game plan stock is up on contract news worth 30 million. Has resistance at 146 and the pre-market buy is 7.78. So that means then what I'm saying is I'm willing to test this breakout as long as if it's not in the first 15 minutes, or I'm looking for a pullback to 0.78. Okay. So here we go. Look at this thing. Let's do this, by the way. Where's my cursor? There it is. Okay, so look at this. This thing essentially, it broke out within the 15 minutes. Runs up here, is what it is. I'm not going to get this trade. I am well aware of that at this point, and so I just let it be what it is. I'm not even worried about it, okay? And then it pulls back in here, and it gave an opportunity. I had an order in at 105. I wanted it to pull back deeper and then bounce, but it just didn't. It came here, and it ran. It shot the heck off and ran all the way up to 230, I think it was. Pulled on back. There was another opportunity to get it where it broke out the first time, which is at about 140, 145-ish in that range. And then it ran again to about 190, and then it just faded for the remainder of the day. I didn't get to play this because by the time that this happened, I was already out doing what I do, and nothing happened triggered for me this in the morning. Okay, so it didn't happen. All right, but we see, the game plans is very, very legit. Okay, here we go. Now, the next one, where's the daily? There we go. iMac. Okay, so I'm looking at trading iMac. iMac is kind of, it's showing me some potential, but it just didn't do enough. It didn't do enough. So let's go ahead and look at this and see how it worked out. So here's my game plan. Stock is up on partnership news, has a pre-market launch buy at 71. So basically, I'm buying this at 71 if it comes back. Okay. So here it is. This is what I was looking at. It faded. It was fading. It was fading in the morning, and so I wasn't really, okay, it's got to come all the way down. It came here 75-ish, and then you can't even call that a bounce, but if this is what we call a bounce, it lightweight bounced, but it just didn't work out. So, hey, life goes on. Life goes on. So now we move in to my next stock. Now, INO, what did I say here? I said game plan. Okay, stock is up on coronavirus treatment news, has resistance at 736, and the pre-market buy at 605. So this means that I can test the breakout at 736 if I'm interested, but really I wanted to pull back. Okay, so I was looking for the pullback. Man, it came down to like maybe the 630s, and I got excited that I was gonna get triggered, and it hit me with the deuces, man. It just bounced on me. So I was, I had to go ahead and move on with life. But let's look at what happened. Okay. Boom. Oh, there you go. Right there. Now, here we go. Here's what I saw. Pre-market, 605. I would have loved for it to come here. This long candle that came in the same range. I was just hoping that it pulled back here. Boom, and bounced. But it didn't. Look what it did. First 15 minutes, it broke out the pre-market highs. And when we're talking about breakout, we're talking about the intraday breakout in regards to what was happening pre-market. Okay. And then it got to moving. So I put in an order. When it popped up here, I was going to test VWAP. Excuse me. But the problem is this candle was too close to VWAP. Okay. And I have an issue when things get too close to VWAP. So I'd rather let it pull back a little bit deeper, which is what my game plan was. Let it pull back deeper, and I'll try to test it off the MA. Okay, so here was what I was thinking. The MA was here at the time at around 705. So I said, okay, I'll put an order in for 720 because I'm okay with it getting me in and pulling back a little deeper than I wanted, considering I was going to get it at 750, 720, 30 cents less. Okay. knowing I had an idea, I had a feeling it was going to pull back here to 705, but it didn't. It pulled to 721. I was so mad because all I was looking for at this point, anything after 8 o'clock, if you know me, it's a 5% play. All I was looking for was 5%. It pulled here into 720, came to 721, and then it bounced up here to the 770s. Okay, well, all you needed for 10% was 720, 72 cents. So basically, I needed 36 cents roughly to make what I was looking for. And of course, 720 plus 36 is 50 something. So to get it in the 70s would have been beautiful. So it is what it is. Again, I did what I had to do. It didn't work out. Then look, it came and it went under 7, and then it handled business. Um, Such is life, man. This is not an exact science, okay? So here we go, here we go, here we go. Next stock that I was looking at, which I was actually lightweight excited about, which HTBX. And the reason why I was excited about this is because it was a former runner. It's one that I seen that had ran before. So I'm like, okay, yeah, we might have some action. It might be what I want it to be. All right, let's go see. Here's the game plan. Okay, stock is up on speculative news about coronavirus. Keyword here: speculative. Okay, it wasn't a contract agreement, Wayne. It's just speculative. Okay, has resistance at 98 and a launch buy at 61. Okay, so here's what I did. Here's pre-market. See, launch the breakout is here at 98. Had this held these highs here, and then maybe for the first 20 or 30 minutes consolidated when it make the run back up, I would have bought that. Just didn't do that. So here's what happens. Okay, I wanted it down here at which would be, I think this is 61. Okay, I couldn't. I could have went back further and looked, but I always just like to base it off of what I'm seeing today. I didn't know where it was going to try to. This is a big long candle. I had no idea where it was going to settle up, and so I just said 61 is it. Came to 65, and it made a very good run here, but it just didn't trigger me in because it didn't come low enough. I needed to pull back deeper, and sometimes that happens. Okay, so life goes on. Now, next one, PHIO. Daily does not look good. Here was a game plan. Okay, stock is up on coronavirus treatment. Okay, and is fading. So you can see there's a lot of these stocks that are essentially they are benefiting from and pushing news. Anybody that says they're doing anything with coronavirus, all of a sudden they got volume. Stock found out that coronavirus is real, and all of a sudden everybody and their mama want to buy the stock. So I was looking for something that was worthwhile, and I just didn't see it, and so I was waiting. Okay, so I said I would like to buy this at 292. Of all the stocks today, guess what? Look at this one. Came in at about 8-ish. 8, I think this might have been 8:15-ish. Here's why I wanted to buy it. See that launch candle here at 292. Came in right there, punched him in. 5%. Okay, so what do we need? 292. We need 29 cents for 10%. Okay, half of that, which would be like 17 cents, baby. Excuse me, 15. Let's call it 15 cents. 15 plus 292 probably is like 307 or something like that. So that's what we needed. It pulled up to 15. This came up to actually 314. So it gave you an opportunity. And there you go. See, this is why I make my plans. This is why I carve things out the way that I do. I just allow it to play out. I'm not forcing nothing. I'm just doing my due diligence. That's why I back trade every day. That's why I go through everything that I do. So I back trade the stocks that I was watching pre-market, and then I also back trade anything that popped that I didn't get to see, something that just blew up today that wasn't on my radar pre-market, so I can get a feel for those. And so I just do my due diligence every day, man. I don't stop the process. Nothing changes. So let's go ahead and look at one other thing. I do have something in store just for understanding purposes. Okay, so some people they really concerned about the sky falling right now, and I'm going to show you why they are concerned. Okay, so let me go ahead and go to the SPY, and the SPY is the the S&P, spiders index, and I took a class years ago on fibs. Okay, and although people can debate on exactly how you draw your fibs, like some people don't like to consider the wicks. I do, because I don't care. The price, where has price been? Okay. Now, there's two things that you will learn from this. Fibonacci retracement traders who draw boxes know that if this is the deal right here, okay, this is what I'm measuring from. Matter of fact, let me show you the fib so you can understand it. Okay. So if I put a fib from here, you gotta draw from right to left. Actually, yeah, right to left. Always. Okay, now look, this box is slightly off. Let me pull this box down right there. Perfect. And where you at? Where's that line? Can you see it? Right there. Okay. Now, boom. They would tell you that once this box is breached, okay? Once this box is breached, we're bearish, okay? And so pretty much the box is breached. Okay, it just closed above it. We need a hell of a run right now to get back up here. So if that run don't happen, hey man, once this thing gets below the 200 MA, it's ugly. It can be down here to the 240s, 230s. Okay, that's why everybody's really concerned. Even with all of this concern, let me go to the daily so you can show. I can show you one more other dead giveaway that the market is going bearish. When you get a 20 MA crossing the what is this? My red is the 200 MA. It's a very bad sign. That's bad. Okay, that means bullishness is coming. Excuse me, bearishness is coming. Hey, and that's just what it is. So we see this is coming, man. We got a little bit of time, but if this thing don't rally hard, it's all bad. Okay, that's why everybody's concerned. But again, you ain't got to lose your lunch. It's still I just showed you a breakout level, not of this world that had nothing to do with the coronavirus. Actually, the BKYI, even though it gave all the gains away, it had nothing to do with the coronavirus. Now here's the Dow Jones. This is what you keep hearing about. The Dow lost X amount of points. All of this stuff. Again, I'm going to take you back a little further out. I'm going to go to the weekly, and you'll see, okay, the Dow. Actually, let me go monthly with the Dow. This thing's been on quite a run. And this was, I drew a fib from here to here, this price point, and you can see that, it hasn't quite breached it yet, but, anything below, what is this, 21.7, and basically below this box, you can almost bet that this is going to fall to the 200 MA, and it's going to take away a lot of gains, and that's why they're saying sell everything. Sell everything. That's what everybody's saying right now. So, I'm going to go to the daily so you can see this, see if it crosses on the 20, so let's see what the 20 does. Oh, look at this. Yeah, this is ugly. Once you see this 20 cross the 200, yeah, it's gonna be some sliding going on. So, anyhow, man, I just kind of wanted to share those things with you guys so you had an understanding of why everybody is so fearful. Basically, once they get below that box, either on the SPY or the Dow, it's cause for concern for bearishness. So, tonight I'm traveling, which is crazy to some people. They can't believe I'm traveling during the coronavirus scare, but I'm taking my family down to Mexico to see some more family that we have that live down there. So I will. Oh, it's my dishwasher. I know what that was. I will not be at the market tomorrow, but Friday's edition will be live from Mexico. I'm gonna have a sombrero, some tequila, all kind of stuff. We're gonna have it popping. So just be ready for that. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all who watching the videos, who learning. Over this spring break, I'm gonna continue to develop a couple of my classes that I got going on, because I have students who actually want to learn how to do and understand and analyze the market and trade penny stocks like I do. And so I got some things in the works that I'm really trying to get out, and I'm on spring break, so I'm gonna hustle. I'm gonna hustle this spring break. I'm gonna grade them exams that I got to grade, and then I'm gonna spend the remainder of my time focused on knocking out the remainder of my class, so I can really come back with some things to offer those that are interested. Hey, telling y'all, do y'all thing. Stay on top. Okay, don't be panicking. Just follow the due process, and all will be well. Out.